And if you aren't already, please make sure to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, that way you get notified each time we post a new video. And so today's video is going to be probably super short because I just wanted to explain everything that's been going on. So of course, as always, I'm super late on this update. Sorry, I'm putting on the TV. Here. So I am extremely late on this update. And that is because during the week that I had my checkup and my ultrasound, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys will know that Celine was very sick. Oh, and also the video I posted before, it's like a little video of her being at the hospital and stuff. And so, yeah, so I had to, take care of that. And, her health is very important rather than doing this little update video. But yeah, so I am going to be posting I took like a 2-minute clip of when they were doing the ultrasound, and so I will insert that in probably after I'm done talking. So wait till the end so you can see that the little video of the little baby, little China girl, as I like to call her. And so when I went to go get the ultrasound, I was 16 weeks. So I was 16 weeks pregnant, and when she was measuring the baby and stuff, she was saying that I was measuring about 18 weeks. So the baby girl is pretty big. And so I have been noticing it more, like within these past like 2 weeks or so, like my belly has been growing, like really has been growing. I will be posting 3 pictures, one of which I have on Instagram, another one I have, like I just took it and I had sent it to the mom, and then I will take another one today so you guys can kind of see like the progress of the belly. And I'll also put how many weeks I was on each picture, and so that will be before I put the video, so that will be like right before. So if you guys want to see my belly update, you guys also just wait till the end, or wait till then, so you guys can see the little progress. And so let me just talk about how I'm feeling. So I have been feeling apparently tired. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. It is currently about to be 4 p.m. So I am super tired. Celine just woke up and she was just up. So of course I'm a mom and I had to be up with her, even though I was like fighting it and pretending to be asleep. I wasn't. I was awake. I heard her. Haley was up. So yeah, I have not taken a nap or anything. But another thing, I have been getting heartburn to the extreme. Right now, I'm surprised. Like right before I started recording this video, I had super bad heartburn. Like I kept like, like burping and just like kind of hurt, kind of burned or whatever. But right now it went away. I'm sure it'll come back. Give it another hour. It'll come back. So they're probably gonna have a little hairy baby. If you guys believe in the whole like you get heartburn, that means your baby's hairy myth, then I believe in it. So she's probably gonna be hairy, or she's just growing quickly. I don't know, but she's definitely a big girl. Obviously, like I said, that I'm measuring 2 weeks bigger. So we'll see when I see the doctor February 17th again, and he will pretty much just tell me the results of when I did my blood screening or blood test, and then he will also tell me what he's seen in the ultrasound and talk to me about everything. And I'm hoping everything's okay. I'm sure if it wasn't by now, he would have already had me go back in and talk about if there was an issue and stuff. And I would hope that's the last thing I could ever get, because I would not want to have to hit the parents with some bad news. But no, like this little girl, she's super active. She does not like Celine near me. Of course, she doesn't know I'm not her real mommy. So she is very like stingy with anybody being around me. She will kick them or like push like on my stomach where they're at, obviously. and they can't really feel it, but I can, and I was just like, oh, like it hurts. Another thing is she stretches out a lot in there, and she's constantly making me be out of breath. So like if I've been this whole time I've been talking, I probably sound like I'm out of breath. Yes, I'm fat, but also there's a baby in there, and she's just stretching, and yeah. So yeah, so she's been giving me really bad heartburn. She has me out of breath all the time. She does make me need to pee a lot. Sorry if you guys don't like that word, but she does make me need to pee a lot. And well, yeah, she's super active at night. She's starting to keep me up because she's up and like moving around, like doing some somersaults in there and stuff, you know, typical baby. But for right now, I mean, that's pretty much all I have, you know. Not until I see the doctor, he will tell me what he's seen, or he will tell me how big I'm measuring. But by the calendar, I'm technically 18 weeks now, I think, or 19 weeks. Maybe even 20. I don't know, but I'm about 19 to 20 weeks now. It's really hard to keep up with because like I didn't get pregnant normal, you know, so it's like it's super different procedure, so it's hard to like keep up with like the dates. Like I have to go on the calendar and go back and count 2 weeks this day and then keep going, you know. So that's one thing I need to do, but I just rather wait till I see the doctor and see what the doctor like has to say about everything that's going on, and then that way I can inform the parents. Another thing is, so of course I sent the video to the mom the day that I got the ultrasound, and she was just happy, you know. I think for her it was exciting to be able to see her baby and like know that her baby's, you know, okay. Because if you guys don't remember, I had mentioned how she did do the same procedure they did to me, but she did lose the baby at 8 weeks. So unfortunately, you know, that happened to her. So she has been very worrisome of like me and the baby and how the baby's doing and stuff. And so she does always message me and tell me, I hope you're taking care of yourself, I hope the baby's okay, you know, thank you so much, I'm so thankful for you, and stuff like that. Like constantly messaging me. Well, not like constantly, like every day and stuff like that, maybe if like 2 times a week, maybe 3. But it's honestly super quick. Like she does not bug me whatsoever. I mean, I understand we're on 2 different time zones. She has her family, I have mine. So I'm glad she's not like so overbearing. But I do try to keep her updated every time I have a new thing to show her. Like last week I sent her a belly pic because I felt extremely huge that day. So I sent her a picture and she was just like, wow, the baby's getting so big. Like your belly is growing and growing, and you know, she's excited because she can see her baby getting bigger. And so how is that not exciting, you know? And another thing, I had messaged her because, you know, this whole coronavirus thing that's going on, you know, I was kind of worried. So like I was kind of checking like where she lives and where that broke out at, like extremely bad. And it's not too far away. So I kind of just messaged her and I told her that I hope her and her family are healthy and, you know, they're being safe and, you know, keeping, what is it? Like pretty much being careful. And she said yes, that they're not able to leave their houses right now. And so she said that she is just home. And, you know, I mean, maybe that's, you know, safe procedures for now. And I hope that they continue to be okay and healthy, because come June, they need to be here for their baby, you know. They do plan on coming in April, but I don't know what's going to happen from here till then. I mean, hopefully they still come, because I would want to meet them before I have the baby and like get to know them, you know. That way, like when I have the baby, if that's the first time I meet them, you know, that would kind of suck, because I'm going to be all like, what is it, like vulnerable, I guess, because I just had a baby, I'm not feeling good, you know, because a lot of you guys know, a lot of you moms know, having a baby is very hard on your body and it's tough, you know. And so I just hope I am able to meet them before, even if it's just one time. Like, I just want to be able to meet them before, that way it's not weird when I have their baby and it's like, you know. And the mom does plan on being in the room if she's here. I would love for her to be there because it is her child. I would love for her to see her child being born. I'm not comfortable with the dad being in there. I don't know, like, it's just my preference. Everybody has, you know, to each their own, but for me, I would prefer just the mom, and then either my grandma or Christian will be in the room with me. But right now, I think I might be leaning towards my grandma, only because I'd rather have Christian the one watching Celine, because Celine is a handful right now. She's definitely terrible too, even though she's only one. And I would just rather her be with her dad, and her dad, you know, focus on trying to do whatever he can for her. So yeah, so there's that, and so far that's pretty much the only updates I have for you guys. I will try my best, I swear, I promise, I will try my best to post a few days right after my February 17th appointment.
Oh, cute.
Big. Baby.
A little heart beating. Heart rate of 148. Very good.
The heartbeat?
Where does it go? It's in between her legs.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely go. Maybe he's moving.
Yeah, I can feel her. That's cool.
She's kicking.
She's posing.
Oh. Check this out. You see her legs? Oh, she's cute.
Oh, she's so cute, so happy.
I'm giving you a thumbs up.
Oh my gosh.
Her legs.
I know they look long.
Yeah, they do. Her little nose is cute. Look at how beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool.
The nose is cute.
Yeah. Little tiny nose.
Look at her grab her ear.
I know.
She's smiling.
She's telling us to stop. Oh, cute.
Okay, so it is February 19th, and I know in like the clip before this one, you'll see that I said that I was gonna post the update and stuff like that, but a lot has happened since. So Monday the 17th, as I said in the previous clip, that I was gonna go to my checkup for like my 21 weeks on Monday the 17th, and so I did. And so one thing that's really frustrating with that is so I went to the doctors, and then they asked like to confirm my number. You know, I confirmed it. Apparently they had one digit wrong, so they've been calling the wrong number. And that was another reason why I was having like a problem with that office, because they never call to confirm. Obviously I know my appointments, obviously I'm there, I'm not late or whatever, but I still like to have a confirmation just in case. What if I lost my card or whatever? I don't know. I'm crazy. But also, I guess they've been trying to get a hold of me because they were gonna send me to specialist, and reason being, well, at the time the nurse just told me, you know, they seen something abnormal in the ultrasound. So an ultrasound that you've seen before all of this, you're gonna see it's like the little clip of the baby. It turns into like the 4D ultrasound, then goes back to like the regular 3D. I guess they had seen something wrong with that. So the nurse, you know, she's not able to give me all the information. So she just told me once I get in the room to go ahead and ask, you know, the doctor will go ahead and give me the information on what it is that's going on. So the doctor comes in the room, he checks the baby's heart, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, how much does the baby weigh? Like, how was the baby looking at the ultrasound? Like, I had to ask him all these questions. So that's another thing. Like, even when I was pregnant with Celine, I did not have a good OBGYN. And unfortunately now with this pregnancy, I do not have a good OBGYN. But, I mean, what can I do? I'm already past the 20-week mark, and you're not able to switch doctors during that time because, I don't know, their reasoning, but you can't. So, I have to stick with what I got, right? So then, he doesn't really tell me much, and I'm like, oh, like, why am I gonna see the specialist? And he's all, we don't have results. When you see specialists, we know. I understood nothing of that. Like, okay, I need this information. The night before, the baby's mom had actually asked me, like, how was the baby weighing? Like, how was the baby looking? Like, all these questions. And, you know, I just told her, oh, I have an appointment tomorrow. And I could let you know then. But mind you, I didn't know anything because he didn't tell me anything. So he just said, oh, yeah, ultrasound looked good and whatever. So whatever. So come today, I go and see the specialist because they had made the appointment for me and I had to go see them. So I did go see the specialist, and so I go in with the specialist, and she's like, okay, did the doctor tell you why you're coming? And I was like, well, honestly, no. Like, I don't know why I'm here, you know. And I told her that I was having trouble because, like, I need this information to give to the mom and the dad. Well, I mean, mostly the mom. The mom's, like, the main one, obviously. But I need the information to give the parents. And she's like, wait, so this is surrogate? Like, this is an IVF pregnancy? And I was like, yes, it is. And then she was like, oh my gosh, this totally changes everything. So with that being said, on my paperwork that the doctor's office sent to the specialist, they didn't inform them that I was a surrogate and that this was an IVF pregnancy. So she was like, okay, well, explaining everything, she asked me if I had any bleeding, and I told her yes, that I did have a bleeding to where I thought I had a miscarriage. And so she said, well, a lot of the times what can happen is that the baby could have had swallowed the blood. So one thing they did see in the ultrasound was that the intestines were like glowing. So, you know, obviously that's bad. So if that's the case, then the baby can have like a heart defect or heart problems and stuff. And that can cause early delivery and possibly C-section. So she's telling me that, and then I'm kind of scared. And then, oh, and also they also seen like a bump or something on the brain. So she was telling me this, and I was just kind of worried. Mind you, I was already worried before the appointment because, like, the doctor didn't tell me what was going on, but the nurse had told me there was something abnormal. So I just don't know. I'm just thinking the worst, and, like, you know, in these cases, a lot of things can happen. So I was just scared. Like, I didn't want the baby to have Down syndrome or, like, anything to be wrong with the baby because I don't, you know, I know it's not my fault because it's not my genes, it's the parents. But, like, imagine me having to tell them, like, or, you know, them having to find out that their baby, there's something wrong with their baby. You know, I don't know. It hurts me as a parent knowing that I would probably have to give them that information. So I was just scared, and I was scared that if I did have to go through that, like, how it would be, you know. I mean, of course I would be sad because their baby would be sick, but at the same time, it's not my baby. Like, it's not going to affect me too much, but it still sucks, you know. So then, you know, she tells me all this information, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm already worried. Like, I've never had a C-section. Both my girls, I've had them vaginally. So if I had to have a C-section, I was already, like, scared, like, dang, like, she's pretty much saying, like, if these are the problems, then most likely a C-section is required just for the safety of the baby and because of the heart problem and whatever, if that was the case. So then, you know, she's checking everything, you know, it's about 30 minutes or so. She's just checking, like, everything she could check for, you know, like, the baby and for the doctor and stuff. And then, you know, this is like what, the 4th confirmation I have that she's a girl. Obviously they already know what the gender was before they implanted the baby, but well, she's like, okay, well, everything looks good, the heart looks perfect, the intestines look fine, there doesn't look like there's anything on the brain, like, baby looks good, like, you know, your uterus is good, like, your cervix is good, like, everything's good. Oh my gosh, the moment she said that, I like my weight, there was like weight lifted off my shoulders. Sorry if you hear Celine crying. Christian's in the living room with Celine and Haley, helping Haley with homework, and then Celine's just being Celine. But yeah, so she tells me everything looks good, like, you know, there's no problem. And she was like, but I am gonna send you for like an echo ultrasound, so that's pretty much like for the baby's heart. And so I'm doing that Monday, the 24th or something like that, on Monday. So I'm gonna go do that, and then they're just gonna check the heart because they want to make sure it's okay, because in IVF cases, I guess there can be a lot of heart problems that happen with the babies. So she just wants to check it just to make sure. And then she did say that I'm gonna go back to her in like about, I don't know if it was 6 weeks or 8 weeks, but April 1st I will go back and I will get another ultrasound just to see the baby's measurements and stuff. And so baby is good, nothing's wrong with her. She's weighing 1 pound. I'm measuring at 21 weeks and 3 days, and I think that's pretty much like the update. Well, yeah, so then after this, you guys will see more pictures of the ultrasound that I got today. And the baby looks a lot bigger. Also, I'm weighing well, I don't know. When I went to doctors on Monday, they said I was 143. Today, they checked my weight and I was 140. To me, I was like, 143, that's like 6 pounds since like the last time I was seen. So I was like, I'm gonna go with the 140. So let's just say I'm weighing 140 at 21 weeks, and my belly is very round. I will post a picture as well of my belly. I just took one. I think it was this morning, either this morning or last night, but either way, I'll go ahead and post that too. So you guys will see my belly pics, and then I will put obviously how many weeks I am in each picture. And then I will post the ultrasound, like a little video of the ultrasound like I've done in the past. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm sorry about the delay. There has been so much going on, and this wasn't helping. I was supposed to have the video up a long time ago, but whatever, it's gonna be up now. You guys will see it, you guys will see this, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and it was very informative for you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, comment them below or DM me on Instagram or whatever's easier. And yeah, thank you for watching.